When you start Beast of Reincarnation, you'll have just 3 Stimpacks for healing yourself in combat. You can have 8 by the end of the game, but you'll need to discover the Dragon Vein shrines to get them. The first one you find gives you an extra heal, then you'll get another at 10, 20, 30, and all 40 shrines in the game. That's a lot to find, but this guide will help you locate every single one. The Dragon Vein shrines start in Chapter 2, and the first one is a gimme. After your first few combat encounters, you'll start ascending a series of staircases and shipping containers. At the top of this, the first shrine will be sitting directly in your path. This is meant to introduce you to the concept, and you'll get your first new Stimpack to kick off the rest of the search. The next shrine comes when you first descend into the reservoir. Take a left in this glowing room to find a shrine by the cave wall. When you get the lightning stone and open the bulkhead, you'll go up a spiral staircase to the ruined slope approach campsite. Continue along this slope, sticking to the higher elevation on the right. As you do, you'll see that it breaks off into a new clearing that's heavily guarded by golems. They're watching over a third shrine. Moving on to Chapter 3, you'll find this one early on, just after you open the first big gate. Follow the path to the fork, then bear right along the river. This dragon shrine is ahead, sitting under the massive bridge built into the mountain above. Take a left at the same fork to reach the mountain village entrance camp. Then head southwest to find what looks like an old water treatment plant. There are lots of enemies here, and if you head around back behind the big water tanks, you'll find another shrine guarded by Malefacs. Continue ahead to face the Malefac Nushi for the first time. After the battle, face the giant blue flower and turn left. Ascend to the top of the big structure you see here to find another shrine at the top. After you cross the first broken bridge, you'll find the Great Forest entrance camp. Just north of here, a rolling ball enemy will attack you in the woods. Beat it, then take a left along the trail to find a group of enemies around a statue. Take them out, then you'll be able to activate the shrine here. You can't miss the next one. It's right next to the Flower Square forefront campsite, which is directly east of the second collapsed bridge. You'll pass right by it while following the main path. From the last shrine, head directly west over the broken bridge. This leads to an optional zone called Ruined Road Square. Start scaling the buildings and cranes to the north, and you'll spot an orange grapple point on an isolated column. Swing over to find yourself another shrine. The next shrine is in the river, a tad north of the broken bridge we just crossed. To reach it, drop down to the cobblestone path beneath the bridge on the east side and follow the cliffs down to the water. Use Emma's hair to cross the stepping stones and reach the shrine in the middle of the river. That makes 10, so enjoy your new Stimpack. There is still one more shrine in this chapter, and it's easier to reach after you fight the Nushi Nue the third time. Once that's done, grapple down to the elevator below the boss area. Instead of taking the elevator, head in the opposite direction. Then when you see the raised bridge, turn away from that too. This path leads to a small ruined temple, and the shrine is inside it. Chapter 4 starts with a big golem fight and a bull Nushi called Taurus. After the battle, face away from the walker to the broken bridge above. On the right side are grapple points you can use to get up there, then continue climbing the nearby cliff. You'll find a shrine guarded by some rats when you do. After the boss fight, you'll be tasked with passing through the nearby cave. When you face an elite enemy inside, hop up the following ledge to see the path split. Bear right to find another shrine. The next shrine comes almost right after this. Past the very next wooden barrier is an open cavern. Turn right to see a small tunnel marked by amber butterflies. Duck into it, then do a U-turn on the other side of the tunnel to find a shrine above where you walked in. When you exit the cave, the next area is the stone chamber. This big room is full of golems and flying enemies that you can pick off with your bow. If you look straight up from the entrance, you'll see a tree root you can grapple to. Do that and take a left. Walk past the lit doorway and follow the hallway around the room instead. Back here is another flying enemy in front of a shrine. This next shrine requires a little bit of backtracking. It's actually very close to the first one in this level, but you need to completely pass through the cave and stone chamber before you can activate it. Once you do, head back outside through the stone chamber's front entrance and drop down. Follow the field back to where you fought the Taurus, and you'll see an unguarded shrine off to your left. Inside the belfry, there's a camp right by the log used to ring the bell. From this spot, continue following the wooden walkways that wrap around the room. After a few golem encounters, you'll find a console that opens a nearby door. Head outside and use your hair to cross the gap to another shrine. The final shrine in Chapter 4 comes when you exit the belfry. The elevator down from here is right next to a broken bridge. Extend your hair, then grapple to clear the gap. Over here are 2 bear enemies. The second one will pop up as you get closer to the shrine they're guarding. Chapter 5's first Dragon Vein shrine takes a little time to reach. Proceed until you pass through the burning tunnel with wrecked cars. Then take out the Malefacts to exit the cave. On the other side, you'll find more Malefacts and golems fighting in shallow water. When they're all dealt with, you can activate the shrine under the wooden structure they were fighting over. The next shrine is a gimme. From the top of the same wooden structure, grapple your way upwards and move toward the main objective marker to the southwest. There's another shrine on the big ledge up here. With that, you'll get another Stimpack, and you're officially halfway done finding all 40 shrines. This one's another gimme. From Shrine 20, turn around, drop to the ground, and run straight ahead to the ruined building. There's another one inside the basement. The rest of the shrines in this chapter are inside the colony itself, so these map screens aren't going to be as helpful. The colony is huge, with walkways around a big cylinder. Start from the campsite where you first come in. Face the elevator and start heading to your right. You'll see a grapple point that leads up to a keeper golem. Face that, then turn left and make your way across the gaps using your hair. This leads to another grapple point to a walkway connected to the cylinder. Get up there, then walk around to the other side of the cylinder to fight a few rats guarding a shrine. Face this shrine, then head left. Continue around the cylinder, and when you pass the big broken golem, take the next walkway on your left. Up here, you'll find the Tranquil Hall campsite and a door. On the other side of the door is a tough wolf Malefact, and the shrine he's guarding. Beat him to activate it. It's very easy to reach the next shrine from the same Tranquil Hall campsite. When you leave the small room, you'll spot a grapple point above. Swing up there to find a small team of rats. Beat them, then walk up the nearby metal stairs to the next shrine. We can reach the next one from this same platform with the rats. From here, leap onto the central cylinder and make a right. Take the next walkway to reach the Hall of Silence camp. This big room is suspiciously empty, save for a locked door in the back. Once you check it, you'll be ambushed. You'll need to take out 3 waves of tough golems, but when you do, the door will unlock. The next shrine is on the other side. There is still more to climb in the central chamber. Exit the Hall of Silence and walk back across the walkway to spot a grapple point up to the highest level of the cylinder. Up there is another camp, and if you continue past it, you'll run into more rats guarding another shrine. The last shrine in the level is up here too. With the previous one on your right, you'll spot a big pipe coming from the chamber wall. Use your hair to reach it, then continue up to find the Mausoleum camp. The room beyond has a tough trio of golems, including an elite one, but if you beat them, you can go up the stairs in the back and find the final shrine they were guarding. You can get the next Dragon Vein shrine as soon as you start Chapter 6. It's straight ahead from the walker, past some patrolling golems. Your first goal in this chapter is to follow the path, and you'll climb up a bunch of protruding pipes to do that. When you return to ground level, check by the edge of the cliff for another shrine. You can start looking for the next shrine once you pass the branching overgrowth that Emma points out. At the end of the next cave is an archer up on a platform. Defeat it, ascend to the platform, then start climbing the rocks to your right. Heads up, there are also golems manning ballistas across the gap, so if you want to take them out then return to this shrine, you can, but it requires going a lot further into the level and isn't really worth it in my opinion. Either way, this is shrine number 30, which means you're getting another Stimpack. We're on to the final 10. After fighting in the arena and ascending the tall spiral room, you'll come to a camp inside a square hallway. Instead of following the main path, take a left. Follow the hallway to its end to fight an elite wolf Malefact guarding another shrine. Past the camp I just mentioned are some ledges where you'll finally face those golems at the ballistas. When you beat the second one, look down to spot a third on a lower platform. Take him out, then follow the ledges all the way to a cave lit by torches. Head through, facing a few more golems along the way to find a shrine at the edge of a cliff. Moving on to Chapter 7, play through until you're tasked with opening the giant tree gate. If you talk to the golem right next to it, he'll point you toward a tower with a red smoke signal. Hitch a ride on the nearby cable car to get over there. But instead of climbing the tower like the game wants, drop down and start using your hair and the platforms to circle around and get inside from the back. There's a Dragonbane shrine in here. Proceed until you take the Line 0 ropeway. When you arrive, you'll find the Feeding Grounds campsite, but if you keep walking past it a little deeper into the woods, you'll find a shrine. This next one takes a lot more work, but it starts after you defeat Corvus and get the Line 1 keycard. Head back on Line 0, but instead of moving toward the main objective, turn the other direction to spot a Line 1 cable car. This one is totally optional, but we're going to use it now. You can also talk to the golem next to it after defeating Corvus to be rewarded with a special sword. Ride the Line 1 ropeway to a new spot, then follow the metal dock to find a new camp next to a Line 2 cable car. Face the camp, turn right, and jump to a small ledge below. From here, you can extend your hair and drop down to a wooded area where another shrine awaits. Continuing along this optional path, head back to that Line 2 cable car by the camp and step inside. The keycard is right inside for you. Ride the ropeway and fight your way up the broken highway on the other side. At the end is another Line 2 ropeway, plus a metal bridge leading to a second cable car. We want the second one. Ride it, then start heading downhill. This path leads underneath the roots of the giant tree. There will be some batches of Malefacts and golems to fight, but at the end of the path is another camp and the last shrine in this chapter. There's only one shrine in Chapter 8, and it comes just after you use the panel to raise the platform from the water inside the crater colony. When you do, head up the ramps and look for a ledge at the perimeter of the room you can grapple to. This leads right to the shrine. The next shrine is in Chapter 10, and there's only one here as well. It comes at the end, just before you fight the Nushi. You'll come to a room with a trio of pale bear Malefacts. Beat them, then step into the fenced-in area off to the side. The shrine is in there. The last two shrines are found in the final chapter, when you reach the capital, and the first one comes right away. Head downhill from the walker, past the first enemies to the first camp. The shrine is right across the water, so just extend your hair to reach it. The 40th, final shrine is found in the northeast corner of the maze-like part of the map. You'll be there when you reach the street level, right past the urban area ingress camp. Go up the stairs and hang a right to find the last shrine tucked away in the corner. I've just told you where to find all the Dragonbane shrines in Beast of Reincarnation, but there's even more to discover out there. For more tips, tricks, and guides just like this one, you're already in the right place. IGN.